What's up? This is EdTalenti. How are you guys doing? Today I'm going to try to answer the question, why are my beats not selling? Let's do it. Here we go. Let's get right into it. Let's focus. Alright, let's go. So for the purpose of this video, which is mostly for people that are already selling beats online, I'm going to give two things for granted. Your beats are good and you're being consistent with your beat uploads. Now with those two things out of the way, I'm going to go through 3 points that I think are super important and key to fixing this problem, or at least going in the right direction. I get a lot of people asking me like, dude, I'm posting consistently like you said in all your other videos and I'm not making any sales. My beat quality is getting really good and really tight, I can tell, but I'm still not selling any beats. So these 3 points should really help you get out of that rut and should help you moving in the right direction. Now the first question to ask yourself is, have you developed your brand? Or even if you haven't developed it yet, are you thinking about that? Are you thinking in those terms, in brand terms? I posted a story reply the other day that got reposted by a couple people and I thought it came out pretty good. The gist of it was to stop thinking of yourself as an individual, as a dude making beats, but start thinking yourself as a company. So start applying the same concepts that companies apply to their own branding and their own marketing, but to yourself, even if it's just you. Try to think about this. When you're developing a connection with a good brand, let's say like even a super huge brand like McDonald's or Nike, you know what you're getting, you know what to expect. And if you like what they're doing, you start developing this sort of like trust, sort of relationship. Like you do that with like your favorite restaurant, for example. If you like this restaurant a lot, you trust that they make good stuff because you tried almost everything on their menu. When they put out a new item on their menu, you're gonna try it. You're just gonna go and you're gonna try it. You're gonna be excited to try it because that's your favorite restaurant, and you're gonna be like, wow, I already trust their brand. I trust what they're doing. So this new sandwich that they're making, it's probably amazing. I'm gonna go try it. So if you think about that, if you were able to create that sort of like trust towards your brand to potential clients, in this case, artists or other producers, like depending on what you do, then when they are gonna need your product, let's say you're selling beats, so when they're gonna be in need of beats, they're probably gonna come to you because they trust you, they've seen you, they know who you are, and they just trust your brand. Now this can be done in like a million different ways. Like it can be as simple as like if you're just starting out, it's as simple as like a logo or like a color pattern that kind of like identifies you, or like some sort of like signature thing that is just like, it's like I was saying earlier with McDonald's, like you're driving down the freeway, you see the giant M, you're like, that's a McDonald's. There's no questioning. You don't even have to think about it. So if you can create kind of like sort of like the same feeling when you're scrolling through your Instagram or when you're like browsing on BeatStars or wherever you are, that it's like, that is EdTalenti. There is no way around it. Like that's EdTalenti. Even if I don't remember what he looks like on his face, but like he has a style that's him. So it can be as simple as that, and it can get as deep as like the type of content that you put out, the sound of your beats. It can get as deep as like, your look and the way you talk and the way you present yourself. It can go really, really, really deep. Once you have branding in place, or at least you're moving in the right direction, you already made a huge step towards starting to make more sales. Now the second point is to start analyzing patterns and behaviors from your customers. So one thing that I notice is that not all my beats sell the same. And that's not necessarily because some of the beats are lower quality, although I'm sure there are beats that come out better and some beats that come out worse. That's just normal. But the reason why they're selling more or they're selling less, I believe it's actually based in different parameters. Now these parameters specific to beats can be tempo, can be style, instrument choice, quantity of instruments, so many things, arrangement, it can be a million things. A good exercise for somebody that owns a business and is trying to increase and make more sales is to analyze the behavior of their customers. Now, if you don't have customers, analyze the behavior of social media followers, so people that follow you on social media. Let's say you posted like, 4 beats this month, and look at those 4 beats and the different characteristics that they have and try to figure out which one resonated more with which kind of people. For example, did that one beat that you posted got like 3-4 rappers DMing you saying, dude, I need this, where can I get this? Do you sell this beat? It got people interested in that sense. Or did that beat get you a bunch of producer asking you about how that 808 is so punchy. Now, sometimes, for example, with my beats on Instagram, I get a lot of questions from producers. They're like, how did you make that drum sound? How did you get that 808? And all that kind of stuff. And while that's really cool, that shows me that that beat is not particularly interesting to rappers. It's more interesting to producers. They're listening to it and they find a cool sound, they find a cool technique, and they want to learn that from you. There are other beats where I don't get a single comment about the mix being good or anything like that, but I get a bunch of rappers that just want to rap on the beat, so they buy the beat. So understanding that and what are the elements that, brought that reaction out of people, it's super, super important. Analyzing the behavior of your potential customers, of your followers, of everybody that interacts with what you're doing is key to making the right decisions for the future and to get better and better at what you do and ultimately make more sales. The third point that I wanted to make today is, are you doing the most to drive the traffic to your beats? I get a lot of people that tell me, dude, I upload consistently quality beats on BeatStars and I haven't made a single sale. The reason why that is because BeatStars, there's a lot of producers on there. And especially when you're starting out, you don't have a lot of followers, you don't have a lot of plays, you don't have anything like that. So you're not really going to show up in the charts, you're not really going to show up in the suggested all that much. So you need to do your best to drive traffic from outside of BeatStars on BeatStars. So even if you're posting on BeatStars every day, most of your beats, even if they're good, they're gonna get just a handful of plays and they're probably not gonna sell. What you need to focus on is to take it outside of BeatStars, whether it's Instagram, which I think right now is the easiest place to grow a following on, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, whatever you like to do, and grow a following there and find creative ways through branding, through marketing, and through the type of content that you put out to drive people back to your BeatStars or to your website. Usually when people ask me, like, I'm posting on BeatStars but I'm not seeing any sales, when I go and check their social media pages, it's a bunch of random stuff. Like, for example, on Instagram, they have pictures of them with their girlfriend, they have pictures of them like eating a particular food, and that doesn't scream, I'm a brand, I am a professional beat maker. That screams, I'm a dude that kind of likes to make beats and maybe check them out. That is a huge difference in this day and age because BeatStars has got some of the biggest producers in the world on it. It's got Nick Mira on it, it's got Taz Taylor. They don't post that much, but they're on there. It's got Cash Money AP, he's still posting. It's got Cody. It's got like these huge producers and their prices are pretty similar to everybody else's. It's not like they're much more expensive, maybe a little bit, but not really. So why would an artist would come to you that you don't even look like a brand, you look like you do this just, sometimes for fun after work, when they can get a beat for the same price from Cash Money AP, who's been producing like, the biggest artists in the world. The reason is that you need to show that you are as much of a brand as they are. Maybe not with as much recognition, but maybe you have more customer service because, they're not capable of offering customer service to the giant masses of people that buy their beats. You are, because your customer base is much, much smaller. So just make sure that whenever artists do find your beats on whatever platform it is, if they go and check out your other platforms, you look like a business. You look like something that was put together with branding in mind. Ultimately, it all comes down to branding and marketing. You don't want them to go around and, just see your personal life all over the place and it's like, this dude is just a dude. His beats are good, but he's just a dude. He's not gonna offer me the same quality and professional approach as a brand. Whether that's true or not, it doesn't matter. That's what's gonna happen in the mind of the customer, of the rapper, or of the artist. Maybe you have the best customer service, you're the best business ever, but if you don't have that approach at first, nobody's gonna trust you. Before you leave, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell. I'm posting videos consistently. I'm doing anything from like cookups to this kind of video teaching you how to sell beats or like just industry stuff to like more music production tutorials, all kinds of stuff. So thank you for your support. Also, if you have a question for me, if you just wanna say hi or whatever it is, Instagram is the best place to ask me that. Just shoot me a DM and as soon as I can, I will respond to you. All right, I guess this is it for today. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, be positive and positive things will happen.